Hey everybody, and welcome back to another War-Torn Future video for Total War Warhammer, and quick synopsis on what's happened in the last couple turns since our last video. So we were able to confederate with Barak Var, faction of dwarves, and basically when you confederate, it brings both factions into the fold, into the same one, right? So usually under the faction that offers the confederation. In this case, it was mine. Now, that means I've got a ton of resources now, a ton of income, but unfortunately, we're having the influence of chaos kind of spread through the World Edge Mountains. Here, you can see the corruption is spreading, and our public order went to shit pretty quick here in the last couple turns, so I kind of made the call that instead of sitting there with my armies just trying to hold back the public order, we were just going to let it go to shit and fight off the rebels that will inevitably pop up from this. So I took Thorgrim here out of Black Crag, and I'm sending him down to just cause general mayhem along this eastern Greenskin area. And Karakadrin is still out here messing with these guys, fighting them. And I've now acquired this third army, which it seems that Barak Var was basically either just unable to sustain their income to sustain a military or whatever, but that is some extra forces which I'll be moving down to Iron Rock once I get enough funding. So alright, let's end the turn, and hopefully here we'll see a battle. You can see the yellow flag over here. Those are Greenskin rebels from the disorder going on. Okay, and it looks like we will be fighting against Grimgor Ironhide and his army, and he's fucking level 19. So let's issue ourselves a leadership banner here. Let's give it to one of the Longbeard units. Who's got the... okay, gotcha, they do. Passive, instantly... constant duration, okay. Effects... gives a +8 leadership. Cool. So our guys are well armed. Alright, let's so this is just a heads up. So I switched to the march stance in order to get further movement speed on the campaign map, but since I got intercepted while still in the march stance, I have these red negatives. I can't recruit, and my vigor in battle is going to start off as tired, and I can't initiate battle. So that's one of the downsides of taking like the different stances. They all have their pluses and negatives, and in this case you get the extra movement speed, but you can't start battles, you can't recruit, and your soldiers are going to be tired once you do enter a battle. So let's get into it. This is going to suck. Anyone who's played various Total War games will know how once you start to get into that very tired or tired zone, it's not going to be you're not going to have a good time. But let's see what we can do here. I think we have enough fairly elite units in this army to hold the line. Okay. And since we're being attacked, we're going to be setting up on this hill. And we're going to have a wing. So, one of the big things with the dwarves is that their ranged units don't suck total balls. As you can see, they come with shields and hand weapons. You just have to make sure that when they get charged or in close combat, that you micro them well and you switch them to melee mode so they bring out those hand weapons and axes, and which basically means that these guys can also form up another section of your melee infantry line, right? And so a tactic that I've used in the past and that I'm going to try and use in this battle is kind of like a swinging gate. So this side is definitely going to get attacked by some kind of cavalry or skirmishers, and which is it's inevitable. They're just going to hit them hard. That's what the computer does. But once we focus down fire and we weaken these guys are going to get hit by the harder hitting units. But once there's open room over here to maneuver, you kind of want to swing these guys shut like a gate, kind of like this, you know? And then you just start pouring fire right into the ranks of the enemy behind your guys, and it's beautiful because the enemy just starts going down. They don't know what to do. So we'll put our handgunners, our thunderers out here because they need to have direct line of sight to fire. They won't fire if there's other Dawi units in the way, and this ridge right here is not giving us a whole lot of ability to fire there, so I might move the line a little bit further back here. So let's get them right there. This is not a very good hill to be fighting on, to be honest. Let's see if there's maneuvering room anywhere that's better, but alas, not really. Okay, so we'll move our line. And I want my hammers in the center. They're a tougher, more elite unit. I'm gonna have the miners right behind them because these guys now have blasting caps, which blasting charges, which means that they basically are lobbing some fucking stacks of dynamite at the enemy. I'm gonna put these guys behind here to protect my war machines, because unfortunately, downside to not having cavalry is that you cannot harass the enemy's cavalry with your own. So here we go. Let's start the battle. And that little effect you just saw here was because these guys have the Master Rune of Groth One Eye on one of their banners, which means they all get +8 leadership, everyone around them. It affects everyone within 30 meters, so that's one of the cool things about the game is, you know, really couldn't do stuff like that in the more historically accurate Total War games. Just because obviously there wasn't really any magical banners and things like that, but it adds a lot of flavor to the game that otherwise you just wouldn't get. So, and also these quarrelers, one of the reasons I chose them to kind of protect the rear line here is they have great weapons which are armor piercing. They just hit harder in general. So we're gonna wait for them to come to us, and we're all tired. So one of the benefits of waiting way back here and making them march to us is we should be able to regain some of our vigor, which will help us in the long run in the battle. Some big gouge muzzle-loading weaponry there. Alright, let's fast forward this. Another cool thing is up here, these black spots along the little mini-map are areas that your soldiers physically can't see because they don't have the actual line of sight, which I'm not sure if this was in Total War Rome 2. It may have been, maybe I just didn't pay attention to it, but I don't think so. I think this is new, and it's pretty neat. Just because, like I said, you know, before, my guys can't see over these hills, basically. This is all fog of war, and I like that. I like that it doesn't have to do with whether they've been there before or not. It has to do with whether you have any troops that can actually see it. So, as you can tell, my grudge throwers are unleashing fire already. I'm going to try and get them to do counter battery fire against these Doom Diver catapults, because they have a tendency of breaking up my formations, but we'll let them pelt these guys a little bit. And they are just outside of range. Let's see. We can manually aim them. There we go. Couple hits right there. Oh, another hit. That was a solid one. Killed about 3 Groby there. Fucking Doom Divers. Problem with the Doom Divers, they're stupid accurate. Well, you can see they already killed a bunch of my dudes. Okay, so here's where I'm talking about the cavalry on the wings comes in. God damn it, I hate dealing with that shit. There we go, here comes the fire. Pour it on them, boys. Okay, so they're gonna go for the wings. That's fine. There go my blasting caps. And blasting charges. Eat shit. We'll send in Thorgrim to kind of hold down the right. A lot of damage going on over here, so I might actually be swinging the gate this way from the right flank, because it looks like that's where we're doing the most damage. We're gonna bring these, okay, so they're holding the line over here. Our range weapons are. God, our hammers are just getting destroyed right now. So overall, we're winning right now, and I'm trying to knock out those Doom Divers. There we go, now they're in range. Okay, so we're gonna start swinging the gate here, as I said before. Get my great weapon guys on there. Get them to charge in there. Get these guys to start pelting. Taking lots of casualties. This is a really big battle. Let's see how this is going along. Looks like we knocked out one of their... God, I can't wait till I get cannons. That'll be really magnificent. Let's get Thorgrim to get a rear charge in on the enemy. That's one of my favorite things he says. There is no greater authority. Alright, this is where we'll try to get our gunners and crossbowmen on their flanks and just smash them. Here comes Thorgrim. Okay, looks like we've broken them here a little bit. Got so many casualties. Looks like Thorgrim's holding it down over here with the Quarrelers and Thunderers. Okay, cool. We got the center unit surrounded. See if we can't get a charge off on these dumb Night Goblin archers. Okay. Switch these guys back from melee to long range and have them poured on. It looks like Grimgor still wants to play here. So I'm going to send Thorgrim down to deal with him. Jesus. Bring out the weapons, boys. So it looks like Grimgor is the only one fighting on. The rest of his army is retreated for the most part. So, the exception of these, well, they're now retreating again. We're going to reform up here. And you know what? Everybody shoot at this motherfucker. I guess not. I guess they won't fire. Oh, are you kidding me with this? I'm not really sure how he's even staying in the battle. Like, every single one of his units is routed. Drop it. Alright, there's only one thing to do, is literally drown them in bodies. See, this is the shit that pisses me off, is you're winning the battle and then the Lord stays, and for some reason, even though your Lord has like half or more the health than he does, he's able to wound him. The Orc Lords are always really good in close combat, so looks like we're just gonna have to drown them out. Are these guys out of ammunition? No, they still got ammo. I guess they won't do it for whatever reason. I love it because if your army was doing that, it would immediately be like, oh, you lost, bro. So I don't know if this is really a glitch or not, or what is really going on. I'm pretty sure Grimgor is one of the Greenskins legendary lords, so he's like Thorgrim or Ungrim Iron Fist. So, okay, again, epic in his own right. But I guess he's just like Napoleon in Napoleon Total War. He just can't be killed. It's all about historical accuracy. Christ, 891 losses. So all those units are gone right there. These guys are gone. Oh, we are fucking executing captives, that's for sure. That's fucking happening. Fucking cocksmoker. Cool, so hopefully here we'll be able to recoup some of our public order this turn on the strategic map, campaign map, and
Your appointed lord has fallen in battle, sire. A replacement must be chosen to lead what remains of his army.
okay, we gotta go crush
they
the...
don't meet with the same fate.
Wow. Okay, income from all buildings +5. So I'm gonna be pissed off if Thorgrim, or not Thorgrim, but this asshole over here is fine, even though we had him like surrounded by like 40 fucking people just like laying into him. I'm gonna go with Hugrim Quarrel Seeker here.
Let us begin.
And god damn it, we're gonna have to go out of the go into the regular stance.
Not doing that.
Yeah, see, not really tracking here how it all works. It's something I have to look into because
Of the layer.
sometimes it just seems like straight bullshit.
Agreed.
When it comes to like lords and heroes and how they get wounded or survive. But cool, we had an epic battle over here. This is the epic battle marker. And I'll tell you, like, turn 73 is when it happened. Victory over Greenskin, 1,853 casualties.
Yes.
And Christ, I need to recoup losses bad. So I think the garrison here might be able to handle whatever's going on. Are going to happen. These guys, I'm not 100% sure why I can't move them. Of course, they're stuck in encampment mode, like a bunch of assholes. So we're gonna move them using the underway.
Just be about this.
So
Aye. Got then.
okay, and then our other army under the Dragon Slayer over here. We're going to garrison and Dock Karaz. That should help the public order a lot. And we're going to start taxing these suckers again. Because we need that money. Give me them ducats, bro.
I have the forge fire.
I gotta get this tool.
Onward.
Let's see if we can get an assassination off on this guy.
Ragni's vengeance on the foe.
Close out a grudge.
Away.
That's sad. These guys, my agents suck balls.
Right.
I think one of the things I did is when I first got them, I failed to just deploy them, which gains them experience over time, even though it's slow. Because all the, seems like all the goblin agents and orc agents are like level 9, or whenever I see them, there's one fucker around here. Just running around just killing everything, assassinating all my lords and stuff, and it was really, really obnoxious. Correct, drawn. God, there's so many military support things here. This is now redundant, having this in the same province. So I might get rid of this, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to put something else there. But all right, well, that was turn 74 here, and the second part of our Dwarven campaign in Total Warhammer. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll be coming back later with some more videos of the battle with the rebel army over here, and hopefully our continued southern offensive, which has been blunted a little, unfortunately, in that last battle. Alright guys, have a good day.